Today in freezing Paris, we're exploring seeking adversity that is safe. We'll pause for a memory about expensive water in Germany and finish with the science behind the concept of antifragility. It's before dawn in the City of Light. The blue pre-dawn lights the Eiffel Tower, and the temperature is below freezing. My foster father is pulling on his glove and getting his handy-dandy litter bag ready, preparing for a morning that most tourists are sleeping through. You might notice that he is underdressed. Just a light shirt, denim vest, and thin summer hiking pants. He isn't crazy. He's using a specific type of wellness tool and seeking safe adversity. The cold is uncomfortable, but unlike the heat waves hitting our home in Australia, this cold won't kill him. It has a hard floor of safety. It is just enough discomfort to wake up his body and mind without ending them. He spots a family near the Eiffel Tower and breaks his silence to ask in bad French if they speak English. They do. They've just arrived from England.
Parlez-vous English?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wander around the world picking up litter in famous places to encourage other people to do it.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, whereabouts are you guys from?
England.
England.
Yeah,
We've just
Cyprus.
come from England.
For a naturally shy and introverted man, initiating conversation like this is another form of cold water immersion. It's a small shock to the system to keep the social muscles from atrophying. He heads down to the Seine River at the Pont d'Iéna and heads towards the Louvre before the gates open, hoping to pick up litter before too many tourists obscure the filming. In front of the Obelisk de Luxor, he stops to skip. But the cold has turned his plastic rope into something brittle. Cheap skipping ropes can't develop resilience to adversity the way humans can. He laughs and keeps jumping anyway. That is the point of safe adversity. When the equipment fails or the weather bites, you don't retreat. You adapt.
Like wire. It's like skipping with fencing wire. Okay, let's go. Warm it up. Make it a bit flexible. It's not flexible at all. Hands up. So 100, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That makes it easy.
At the Bassin Octagonal, he finds a professional city cleaner already working the far bank. He taps the ice on the water with a selfie stick. The sound sends the gulls flying. He doesn't need to clean this spot. The city has it covered. But he does it to prove to himself that he can be useful even when the conditions and the ice are hard. As usual, it's time for a short intermission. And a personal story about my mother Liz and her travelling companion David. It's July 12th in 1993. They had arrived in Cochem, Germany, and it looked like an illustration from a storybook. Timbered houses, winding rivers, and a castle perched high on a hill. It felt like they had walked onto a movie set. Caught up in the romance of the setting, they decided to hike up to the castle and then continue even higher to a large cross overlooking the valley. It was a steep, exhausting climb in the summer heat. By the time they reached the summit, the fairy tale feeling had been replaced by sweat, exhaustion, and intense thirst. Then, they spotted an oasis, a cafe at the very top. It looked perfect. They sat down, desperate for hydration, and ordered 2 tiny bottles of mineral water. They drank them in seconds, relieved, until the bill arrived. It was 15 Deutschmarks. For context, that was the price of a full meal elsewhere. David was furious. He did the mental currency conversion and realized they had just spent a day's budget on 2 mouthfuls of water. He felt scammed by the magic of the place. Even Liz couldn't flirt her way out of the bill, though she tried very hard. The fairy tale facade dropped, revealing the ruthless tourist trap underneath. They hiked back down, poorer, but wiser. The lesson wasn't just about money. It was about the tourist tax, the cost that comes from being part of the non-local crowd. The prettier the location, the more visitors. and the higher the cost of basic needs. They realized that in the tourism industry, your thirst is just a revenue stream, and sometimes the hardest climbs lead to the most expensive disappointments. Paris is waking up,
Bonjour.
and so are the tourists, opening opportunities for safe social adversity to get out of an introvert's comfort zone.
Bonjour. Parlez-vous anglais? Yeah. Me too. Well, I'm Australian, so we don't really speak anything properly.
So am I.
No way.
Yeah.
Way. Where are you from?
We're back now in a daytime Paris that has woken up to link these ideas to theory and research. You just watched my foster father speak to a stranger at the Grand Bassin Ronde. He's naturally shy, and walking up to a stranger is difficult, but he does it because he knows that avoiding things that scare us leads to atrophy. Just as muscles waste away without resistance, our resilience withers without friction. This aligns with Nassim Taleb's concept of antifragility. A glass vase is fragile. If you drop it, it breaks. A hammer is robust. If you drop a hammer, it bounces. One even comes back no matter how hard Thor throws it. But human systems are meant to be anti-fragile. They are designed to get better when exposed to stress, provided that stress doesn't destroy them. A human can become a vase or choose to train to become a hammer. I like to think of myself as a beautiful vase. My foster father is definitely a hammer. This brings us to the danger of toxic comfort or modern safetyism. If we remove all struggle, if the temperature is always comfortable, if we never try to talk to strangers or never wake up before the sun, we deny our bodies and minds the inputs they need to be robust. We become fragile. My foster father applies two main tools of anti-fragility: cold adversity and social friction. He looks for opportunities to be uncomfortable and asks a simple question: how likely is this to harm me? If the answer is unlikely, then he does that thing. Will this sub-zero cold harm him? Probably not. Will interacting with people he doesn't know in public damage him? That's also unlikely. I have to admit, I'm not there yet. I enjoy comfort so much that I have accepted being fragile. I stay warm, stay hidden, and disguise my real voice. But I wonder, are you like me? Are you okay with being fragile? Or are you ready to test the ice? Okay, let's talk about that fake voice I use, the AI voice, the one I'm using now, and let's address what's real and not real on Plog Vlog. The video is always real, that's obvious. You can see it's amateur, and sometimes the blur and wobble of the 360 camera. The stories about David are always real, but sometimes I change things Liz does to hide stuff I'm not willing to share, or to protect the identity of other people who are part of the original story. I can ask David's permission, but not theirs or my mother's. So the stories are real, but my voice isn't. I hope you're okay with that. That voice says, on screen now is the next episode on the left, and compilations on the right. It's also asking you to pick up 5.